is this guy, Benacer. At 5'9", Peter, he might not seem the biggest, but he does have a knack of winning duels against much bigger opponents. And you can't fault his awareness and his decision-making, which are usually spot on. This guy rarely gets caught out.
Yeah, I'm inclined to... Goes for a shot! They've scored! And it's Algeria who take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Algeria make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Paredes. De Paul. Montiel. Now it's Garnacho. Alvarez spread out to the left. Garnacho. Mahrez. Mondi. Benacer. Benacer shifted upfield. Played into the middle. Romero with the clearance. Garnacho. McAllister. Romero. Paredes. Romero. That's been drilled forward. Defending of the desperate variety. That's good play. That is a brilliant interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Alvarez. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. He's got away. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Listen, certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Nouri. Boudaoui. Guiri. And here's Mahrez. Can he latch on to this? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Montiel. De Paul. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. Lofted upfield. That's the throw. Mondi. It's a quick ball upfield. Atal. Benacer. Atal. Hit into the middle. And that was very necessary. De Paul. De Paul forwards and with intent. Mondi. Atal. Mandi driven forward. Benacer. Ignori. Strong running down that left flank. The Paul wins the duel this time. The Paul did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There will be a throw-in. Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Garnacho. Now it's Messi. The Paul. Oh, good spread. Benacer goes down, but nothing given. He can run onto that. Udawi. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Looking for a decent ball in. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And they can counter here. Ignori. Cross into the box. Medina getting this one clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Montiel. Medina. Moved on forwards. Paredes aimed forwards. Bensebaini. And it's played forward. Guiri looks to get on the end of this. Atal. Benacer. Mahrez. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho tries to dink it through. And he's heaved it away. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Moved on forwards. Tagliafico. Paredes. Paredes forwards and with intent. Benacer. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. McAllister. Oh, nicely intercepted. Guiri. Guiri! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chance for a shot! Cleared without complication. Aim forwards. Medina with the clearance. Paredes. Tagliafico. Tagliafico. Oh, good-looking ball. Bensebaini attempts a clearance. McAllister. Tagliafico. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Messi. Applies the finish! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Romero. McAllister. Medina. De Paul. Argentina have reclaimed it. Now it's Garnacho. Now who's going to be first to this? Out towards the flank. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. A heavy challenge. Benacer, gently done. And claimed it back swiftly. Defending of the desperate variety. De Paul. And that could set him on his way. Mondi. Rentabaini. Mondi. Up towards the front line. Nuri. Atal. And here's Mahrez. Played in deep. Medina gets it away. Shot, surely! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Montiel. Messi. Alvarez. Montiel. Aim forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That has been cut short. Paredes. Garnacho. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Played into space out wide. Garnacho. Lovely feet. Argentina are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford... Shot at goal! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Well, that's well seen too. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bensebaini cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And there's green grass ahead of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. De Paul. Medina, long ball upfield. Succumbs to the pressure. Paredes. Argentina needing to chase the game already. Picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Time to deliver. Oh, what a... Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Herring after the ball here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Mandy clears it away. And it's Paredes. Garnacho. Now it's Alvarez! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. Garnacho. Paredes. Paredes forwards and with intent. Mandy tries to clear. Messi has given away a free kick. Cleared away. McAllister. Paredes. Nice physical challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. De Paul. Oh, well measured. And the shot! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Tagliafico. Romero shifted upfield. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mahrez have it back and can go again. And here's Mahrez. Oh, that's neat. Out to the right. And here's Guiri! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Garnacho. McAllister played with finesse. Garnacho. And the ball's come loose here. That's going to go a long way. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho. It's run loose here. Can he finish? That has been knocked clear. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Cross to the back post. And it's hoisted clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit.
Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Alvarez do have a chance to counter here. And it's McAllister. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Paredes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Garnacho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mandy, that's a sharp pass. The pass has gone astray. Romero. McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Garnacho. Paredes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tagliafico. Looking here to chip it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Punched away. Mahrez. He is through here. Medina clears it away. Garnacho aim forwards. He's through here. Oh, this looks sharp. Benacer, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Montiel. That's really well manoeuvred. Mandy, forwards and with intent. Garnacho, Bensebaini cuts it out. Played towards the front line. He's going to be disappointed with that. Garnacho. Paredes. Guiri. Now, what about a counter-attack? De Paul. Romero. McAllister. Romero. De Paul, gently done. Nouri. And here's Guiri. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. McAllister. Garnacho. Tagliafico. Garnacho. And it's played into the middle.
Argentina clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Garnacho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on...
Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ignoring. Mandy, gently done.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Garnacho. That's a cute ball. Garnacho looking to run onto it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a look and plays it forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Medina. Garnacho. Gets it away. That has found him in acres of space. De Paul. Paredes. And here's Alvarez. And a chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Alvarez clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Montiel with the short one. De Paul. Oh, it's played into the area. McAllister. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Ignoring. Algeria getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Guiri chasing after it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
McAllister. Guiri. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Romero. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister shifted upfield. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Benacer. Bensebaini forwards and with intent. Takes a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Medina aim forwards. Romero. Tagliafico. Garnacho. And here's Alvarez. Over to the left. Tagliafico. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. A chance to play it in. Tries to get it clear. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Messi. Messi. Nice control. Messi played out towards the right wing. That's very neat. Bensebaini gets it away. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi has found the net here, of course. And here's Alvarez. Atal moved on forwards. Well read, nice interception. Paredes. Romero. McAllister. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Ignori moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Paredes. Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Medina, that's an imaginative pass. Now it's and Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Mahrez. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Trying his best to keep it in play here. And that's a throw-in. Nicely shaped cross. And they've got rid. McAllister getting this one clear. Atal. Oh, nice touch. And it's made its way to him. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's played forward. Medina. Paredes, aim forwards. Garnacho. Aim forwards. Tagliafico. Mandy, gently done. Tagliafico wins the duel this time. Paredes. McAllister moved on forwards. Mandy getting this one clear. Played out to the right. Montiel picks it up now. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Will play through for the wide man. Great work on the overlap. It'll be a throw-in. Cross in, looks like a good one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He is just caressing the ball. Great work on the overlap. And he shoots! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Montiel. De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Messi. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. And that is not finding anyone. Nuri, aim forwards. Utawi. And the shot's on here. Garnacho. De Paul. Medina. Paredes. McAllister. Moved on forwards. That's really well cleared. Garnacho, and here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Montiel. And it's Messi. Garnacho. That's tidy. And that has been cleared. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aim forwards. Medina with the clearance. Great ball if he can get there. Receives it in a good position here. Alvarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Montiel plays it short. And here's Messi. McAllister. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And here's Guiri. Mahrez. Tagliafico forwards and with intent. Chance here to counter. And here's Alvarez. He's away.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Moved on forwards. Utawi spread out to the left. Showing good feet. Utawi. And here's the chance to counter. Tagliafico getting this one clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And he's there to clear it. Montiel gets rid without sophistication. Bensebaini, gently done. Clearly not happy with that. Tries to get it clear. And they've got a throw. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tagliafico. De Paul has created one goal already. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bensebaini goes forward. Calmly anticipates. Romero. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bensebaini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Proves too strong. Paredes. De Paul. McAllister. Garnacho. Tagliafico cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Mahrez, now he's got space here. Guiri, and that's aimed into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. And it's played forward. De Paul. Romero, aimed forwards. Tagliafico. Benacer, gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Paredes. Alvarez. Alvarez. It's a loose ball. Now it's out, and the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. Montiel goes short. And it's Paredes. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And he's going to Rex. It's anyone's ball now. McAllister. Back into the middle. Medina. Into the channel. And here's Alvarez. That's a simple one for the keeper. Guiri. Ambitious ball here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guiri looks to get on the end of this. Tagliafico. Medina. De Paul. Moved on forwards. Bensebaini is there, and he can get that clear. Out to the left it goes. Mandy attempts a clearance. What a throw in. De Paul. And it's McCann. There's the shot! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Montiel. De Paul. Argentina heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And he's gone for goal! Great effort, but no way through. Benacer. And he's picked out the run. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's played forward. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Paredes. Messi. Montiel. He's through here. Messi. Oh, that's nice. That's a fabulous ball. McAllister. This looks promising. Garnacho! McAllister. And he's managed to get free. Guiri, Benacer, Nouri. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Is there any support? He might not need it. Throw it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Benacer. Mahrez, out to the right. Cross goes in there. And that has been cleared.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
De Paul, he has found the way through. Bensebaini gets it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's De Paul, he's had a shot! Mahrez. Now it's Guiri. Garnacho. Paredes. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Argentina really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Tries to get it clear. Out for a throw. Benacer. Mahrez. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Mahrez. Guiri. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Garnacho forwards and with intent. Tagliafico. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's well seen too. Atal. Aim forwards. Atal. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Algeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Garnacho shifted upfield. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Now it's McAllister. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Played back in. Great defending, strong and determined. Paredes, gently done. Garnacho. Messi. Now it's a real chance! Benacer, aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. McAllister. Bensebaini, nicely aimed pass. McAllister. Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. Bensebaini. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Alvarez. Bensebaini. That's a lovely, neat pass. De Paul. McAllister. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And here's Alvarez. Aimed in towards the... Oh, what a climb! Oh, not the best of headers. Oh, that's a nice ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Medina forwards and with intent. De Paul. Garnacho. De Paul. Garnacho. De Paul. De Paul played out towards the right wing. Montiel. Header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Algeria, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Atal. Benacer. Garnacho. That has been cut short. Well read, nice interception. Thinks one through. Oh, that's clever. Alvarez! Alvarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
Martinez gets it clear. Medina. That's really well manoeuvred. Benacer. Mondi. Nouri. Quality ball. Calmly anticipates. De Paul shifted upfield. Mondi. Up towards the front line. And here's Guiri. Guiri, oh, good spread. Mahrez, oh, it's played into the area. And back out it comes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Argentina head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Medina. Mandy can get it clear. Garnacho. Garnacho. Good take, and is he in? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi. Could be danger here. Get a throw in. Romero gets over and intercepts. Montiel. And it's Messi. Ball comes in. Mandy is there and he can get that clear. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill. It's a promising position. And here's Guiri. Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Guiri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Garnacho. Alvarez. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tagliafico. And it's McAllister. Might be danger here. McAllister. To Paul! And that has been clubbed away. McAllister. De Paul. Tries a measured ball. Clears it away. Very nicely done. Alvarez closing in on goal. Guiri. Romero cuts it out. McAllister. And it's Messi. Messi knocks it out wide. Now it's De Paul. And here's Messi. And he's well positioned here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's had a crack. Oh, super goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Argentina take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Romero. Now it's Garnacho. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well timed, excellent interception. Medina. Montiel. De Paul. Now it's Messi. Played out to the right. That's a throw. Paredes. McAllister. Tagliafico. Cleared away. De Paul does really well to win the ball there. Paredes. De Paul. McAllister. Paredes. And it's McAllister. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards. Benacer. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Montiel. De Paul. McAllister. De Paul. McAllister. Taliafico. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Aimed into... Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Guiri. Over to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Nicely intercepted. Landy played up towards the front line. Boudaoui. And here's Mahrez. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's trying the shot. Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Algeria get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well read, nice interception. That has been cut short. Garnacho. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mahrez. Can he spark a counter here? Nouri. Tries a deft little ball. Medina gets good distance on it. Crosses it in here. Corner then. And the ball is Now that's well seen too. Mandy, gently done. And now the breakaway. Garnacho. Garnacho. And here's Alvarez. Nice physical challenge. Bensebaini is the guilty party there. And straight into the wall. It's a loose ball. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Atal, and it's played forward. Romero gets across to intercept that. He can get that clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Alvarez, and he's running through. Alvarez proves just a little bit too strong. Guiri. Atal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Danger averted for now. And he's there to get it away. Bensebaini, it's a sharp pass. Spread out to the left. Boudaoui. Garnacho.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Montiel. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Paredes. Paredes shifted upfield and reclaimed it in a trice. Deftly away. Mahrez is onto it in a flash. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Medina moved on forwards. Now it's Alvarez. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he thumps it clear. Mahrez. Mandy, aim forwards. McAllister. De Paul. Paredes. De Paul. And he cuts out the supply. And back to the keeper they go. Mondi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played into space out wide. Nouri. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Calmly anticipates. Mandy, gently done. Martinez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Alvarez. And here's the pull. Serves up across. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played towards the other side. Atal. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Montiel, forwards and with intent. McAllister. Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Now it's Messi. Boudaoui. Nouri. Clipped into space. It's a throw-in. Messi. Romero goes forward. Mondi. Guiri chasing after it. That's a little off target. Paredes. De Paul. Taliafico. Romero. Paredes aim forwards. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cleared away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Lovely bit of skill. Messi. Alvarez opts to play it back.
That's really good energy being shown by some of those forwards out there, keeping that defence honest.
Yeah, it's happening now.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. And it's played forward. Romero cuts out the pass. De Paul. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's really well cleared. Mondi. Bensebaini driven forward. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Garnacho. Guiri, now he's off and running. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Up he goes! Romero clears it away. Oh, shooting chance! Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Algeria really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
And here's Messi. And here's Alvarez. De Paul. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Paredes. De Paul. Montiel. McAllister. Moved on forwards. Cleared away. Messi. It's Rodrigo de Paul. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nouri. Oh, that's nice. Big chance! No mistake! They are right back in business. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And now he has two. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Paredes. Paredes shifted upfield. Tagliafico. Muscular approach does pay off here. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mahrez. Mahrez. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. There are a few waiting for it. Tagliafico defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Martinez sends that a long way. And it's Mahrez. McAllister. Medina. McAllister. Medina. De Paul. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Guiri has been caught there, it's a foul. Paredes with the clearance. Nouri. He's in, surely! Here it is, crossed it. And the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Guiri is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
De Paul. And here's Alvarez.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
McAllister wins the duel this time. He's found the way through. He's there to get rid. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mandy, gently done. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Messi. Montiel. De Paul. Alvarez. Garnacho. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's gone for goal. Mahrez tries to clear. And it's McAllister. Tagliafico. Cross goes in there. And out it comes again. Garnacho. Tagliafico. So who's he picking out? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go. Now then, the ball's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Tagliafico. Mahrez. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's in here! Alvarez. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Argentina! And they get themselves in front!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, this looks sharp. Guiri. Guiri played out to the left flank. Here comes the corner. And that has been cleared. Oh, look at the space here. What about this cross? Oh, nice touch. He's in a good position. Decent chance!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Calmly anticipates. Benacer. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. Referee's given a throw. In it comes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Proves too strong. Paredes. Alvarez. McAllister. De Paul. Paredes. Has a look and plays it forward. Cleared without complication. Moved on forwards. Clears it away. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Romero. McAllister. De Paul. Medina forwards and with intent. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Benacer. Udawi. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Atal, he'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Alvarez. Alvarez. Alvarez! Can he stop? Oh, they could be caught out here. In by Messi. Oh, what a climb! Mahrez. Atal. Mondi. Benacer. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Garnacho. Now it's Alvarez. McAllister. Romero. And it's played forward. And he's heaved it away. Udawi. Messi. And here's Alvarez. Tagliafico. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that's well seen too. Medina. De Paul. McAllister. Messi caresses it through. That has been knocked clear. Moved on forwards. And here's Mahrez. Now it's Mahrez. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Messi. Looking to break at pace. McAllister. Just about up to 75 minutes. Medina forwards and with intent. The pull. Now he's off and running. Well read. Nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Montiel. And it's Messi. Tagliafico. Hit into the middle. He's cut it out. In comes the corner. Algeria are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
You know, he can't really have any complaints of being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
That's been drilled forward. Medina makes the interception. Romero. Paredes. McAllister. Mondi. Mandy. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Benacer. Medina gets across to intercept that. Tagliafico. Alvarez. And here's Messi. And he's away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Medina. Paredes shifted upfield. Messi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Very nicely done. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special. And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
We have ourselves a real game here.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Montiel carries the ball down the right.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Mahrez. Atal. Mahrez, crossed into the middle. Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, this is a and Mahrez! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Mahrez fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Romero, oh, good-looking ball. Baini. Baini, it's a sharp pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Paredes. Aim forwards. And that's been won straight back. And that's a good ball. Great chance! Can he deliver? Tagliafico. Oh, it's come loose. And it's hoisted clear. Messi. And here's the pull. And that has been clubbed away. That's good play. De Paul. Great defending, strong and determined.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that is out of play. Messi's cross. Garnacho. Shot, surely!
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
They'll have one final crack at it. He's shifting through the gears here. Mahrez. And a chance! That's going to go a long way. Alvarez does really well to win the ball there.
Algeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tagliafico. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Argentina go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And it's played into the middle.
Algeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tagliafico. McAllister. De Paul. Paredes driven forward. Benacer. Benacer, gently done. Martinez sends that a long way. Mondi. Long ball looking to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Medina. Paredes forwards and with intent. And it's played forward. Paredes. De Paul. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. Mandy, he's gone direct here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Medina. Tagliafico. Garnacho. Alvarez.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He has found the way through. There's the delivery. Morris hits it! Should have equalised.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance to shoot!
Talk about asking for trouble. We all know he's more than capable of hitting the target from there.
Mandy. Oh, there's a probing ball. McAllister. Romero. Paredes. And it's Morris. Played out wide. Shapes to shoot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
De Paul. Medina shifted upfield.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Paredes. De Paul. De Paul forwards and with intent. And here's Messi. Messi, and that's aimed into the middle. They've got a corner here. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nouri. Played into the... Climbs up big!
Algeria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That's been drilled forward. De Paul. Messi.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Mondi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the right, and the counter is on. Alvarez. Benzia.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Real chance here. And here's... goes for a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Alvarez. McAllister. Paredes. Simeone. Benacer wins the duel this time. Mahrez. De Paul played out towards the right wing. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And that has been cleared. And it's McAllister. Simeone. Oh, such a clever touch. Takes aim and crosses. And it's hoisted clear. McAllister shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Messi. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shot! Benzia. Moved on forwards. Medina with the clearance. Algeria have got it back and they'll have another go. McAllister. Messi. McAllister. Simeone. Tagliafico.
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Simeone. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Argentina, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Argentina could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Montiel. Forward it goes. Montiel. Paredes, aim forwards. Romero. De Paul. Paredes. Medina, gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Baini, up towards the front line. Tagliafico gets rid without sophistication and claimed it back swiftly. Benacer. And he's there to get it away. And the pass is intercepted. He's shooting! So what can they make of this? Romero. De Paul. Montiel. Out to the right. And it's played forward. Medina tries to clear. And he shoots! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Montiel. Paredes. McAllister. Alvarez. Simeone. Tagliafico. That's really well manoeuvred. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, this looks sharp. Romero gets over and intercepts. Tagliafico. McAllister. Medina. Paredes. Romero. McAllister. Tagliafico. Mahrez. Mandy shifted upfield. Romero. Medina. Montiel. Medina. Montiel. Montiel goes forward. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Montiel. McAllister. Paredes. Forwards and with intent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Benacer. Benacer. Gently done. Romero. Tagliafico. Romero. Messi chasing after it. Gets it away. Have it back and can go again. Ooh, a delicate chip through. It's a goal kick. Quality ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. Deftly away. That's a look and place it forward. Romero cuts it out. Paredes. McAllister. Simeone. And it's played forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Benzia forwards and with intent. Gets a good foot in there. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will.